Hey girls, so today we're going to be looking at exercise 3 or 4, gradient intercept formula. Okay, so last lesson we learned how to draw linear graphs by finding the x and the y-intercept. Today I'm going to teach you another method. It's called gradient intercept method. You can use either method, but you need to learn how to do this way as well, just in case. So before we get into it, you just need to know with any linear equation, the number in front of x is called the gradient, and the number without the x is called the y-intercept. Alright? So as a starter, in this question it says find the gradient and the y-intercept of that. So basically the number in front of x is your gradient, and the number by itself, including the sign in front, is the y-intercept. Okay? So that's all you have to do. Same thing here. Now as you can see, it just says x over 2. That means 1x over 2. So the gradient is a half, and the y-intercept is minus 11. Okay? But if they give you the question like this, you want to separate these fractions. So have a look at it this way. So minus 24 over 3, that's minus 8. And then this is minus x over 3. Okay? So write it separately like that first. And as you can see, that's the gradient is minus 1 over 3 because that's the number in front of x. And the gradient, and the y-intercept is just a number without x. Okay? So that's how you do this question to start it off. Now question 2D, let's find the equation this time where the gradient is minus 2 over 5 and the y-intercept is 3. So basically the number in front of x is always going to be the gradient. So write minus 2 over 5 in front of x, and the y-intercept is 3. That means you have to write plus 3. Okay? So that's all you need to do for question 2. Now question 3, let's have a look. So it says graph each linear equation by finding the gradient and the y-intercept first. Okay? So like I said, last lesson we found the x and the y-intercept and then we linked them up. Let me show you a slightly different technique. Okay? So when you're given the equation, the first thing you need to do is write the gradient as a fraction. So 2x is the same thing as 2 over 1x. Yeah? So here's how you do it, and I wrote in the steps there. You always start by putting a dot of the y-intercept on the graph. So y equals to 1. So the y-intercept is here. Put a dot there. And then the number on top of the fraction, that's how much units you have to go up from here. So we have to go 2 units up from here. So that's 1, 2. And then from here, we have to go 1 unit to the right. The reason why we go to the right and not the left is because this number is a positive number. Okay? So if this was a negative number, like here later, we'll have to go to the left. So from here, from where I am, go 1 unit to the right. So 1 unit to the right. So that's where you put the second dot. And then once you got the 2 dots, you have to link them up. Okay, and then just continue it. That's how you graph it out using the gradient intercept method. Let's do another one here. I'll do it in red. So this one, once again, if there's no number, it's 1 over 2. So start from the y-intercept. The y-intercept is minus 1. So that's here. Put a dot there. So looking at the top, I have to go 1 unit up. So that's 1 unit up. So I'm at 0 now. And then from the bottom, because this is a positive number, I have to go 2 units to the right from where I am now. So that's 1, 2. Put a dot there, and then link them up. Alright. Let's do another last one here. Sorry about this. So with this one, like here, we want to separate the fraction out. So let's write this one. So y equals to minus 5x over 2. And then you got this one. That's just 2 over 2, which is plus 1. Once we've got that, so once again, let's start from the y-intercept. 1, so that's here. Now from here, go 5 units up from here. Okay? Don't worry about the minus for now. Go 5 units up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm here now. Now for the 2 though, because it's a minus, I have to go 2 units to the left. Okay? So from here, go 2 units to the left. So 1, 2. So I'm here now. And join the dots up. Okay? Is that accurate? Yeah. Alright, so that's how you sketch using the gradient intercept method. But in the future, the method that we used last lesson, finding the one that x-intercept, is more commonly used. You can use this method if you want, but I prefer the intercept method, but you're just going to know how to do this method as well. Okay? All right, last question. Let's have a look at question 5. I'll do it here. 5D. Okay, so it says select the lines that are parallel to the given line each time. So which of the lines are parallel to y equals to 6? So your first option is y equals to 2x plus 6. B is y equals to x, 6x. C is equal to y equals to minus 1. And y equals to 10. So which of those are parallel to y equals to 6? Well, if we look back to what we did last lesson, remember y equals to 6. That's just a horizontal line that goes through 6. So which of those options, A, B, C, D, has the same slope or is a horizontal line? Well, I know the first two isn't. Y equals to 2x plus 6, that's a graph that goes that way. Y equals to 6x, that's also a graph that goes diagonally. The way I know is if you got y equals to something x involved, it's always going to go diagonally, okay? But if, for option C, you got y equals to minus 1. There's no x, so this graph is going to look like this. So this is one of them, that's parallel. So C is parallel. How about the next one, y equals to 10? That's also parallel because if it's y equals to 10, that means it has to go through 10, and it'll also be a horizontal line. So all these three are parallel to each other. So the answer is D. Okay. With the rest of question 5, you just have to look at the number in front of x. Let's have a look at one more. Let's have a look at 5a. So I'm just going to cram everything here. So which of those options A, B, C, D is parallel to that? Well, what's the gradient number here? The number in front of x is 1, because if there's no number in front of x, it's 1. So which of those options has 1 in front of x? Not A, because that's a 6. Not B, because the number in front of x there is minus 1. C, that's one of them, yeah? C, because, yeah, that's a 1. How about D? Not D, because there's a number 2 in front of x. So C is the only option that's parallel to that. Okay, girls, that should be enough to get you through the rest of the exercise. Give it a go and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.